Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of the Sarcastic Prophet. I'm your host Romulus, and of course I'm introducing my channel with Guild Wars 2. I got a chance to get into the weekend beta. I bought the collector's edition, and so I'm allowed to play in the betas. So I'm going to bring you my points of view, my thoughts on the game. I really think this game it's been needing to come out for a long time. I'm an older gamer, played a ton of MMOs. I mean, I have played MMOs since, gosh, Ultima Online. My first real MMO was EverQuest. Never really got a chance to get into Ultimate until later on. I got to play when EA purchased it. I played that remake of it, so I kind of understand that point of view. But this played Guild Wars 1 to a certain extent. It was kind of buggy for me. I had some issues with it rubber banding on me and that kind of thing, and so this beta was really good. In fact, the only real problem that I had was they had it set. Of course, if you played, you know, the setting that was locked to just CPU and to one single thread, and so I'm getting, when I'm playing the game, I'm getting a very poor FPS, but somehow Fraps was recorded pretty decently. The gameplay, on my perspective, was awful, but somehow Fraps picked up at least 20 frames per second. Some people fared far worse. So this is what I got so far. I'm making a Norn Guardian. Really was interested in the class. I saw a lot of videos, other older beta videos. They were playing it. Just a glimpse of it, but I just saw some powers that looked really promising. Not only just PvE, but in world v world combat. World versus world. To me, I mean, that is going to be huge. I mean, I played Dark Age of Camelot was my World of Warcraft per se. That game, and playing this beta event was just so nostalgic, because all the Dark Age of Camelot players were coming out of the woodwork and just talking about finally, you know, have the game we've been waiting 10 years for, basically. I'm no fanboy, but there's stuff in this game that a lot of gamers have really wanted. Dynamic content. You can do whatever you want, and you can see. I mean, just from watching some of the comments in chat and on forums, just how much. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but how much damage World of Warcraft has caused to gaming in general. Just the whole, you know, you're not being spoon-fed, you're not being given quest to quest, and this is how, in my opinion, how games used to be. You didn't have to follow specific sets of rules. You didn't have to do this, and this. I mean, really, most of your games are based upon the old paperback Dungeons and Dragons rule set, level 1 through 20. As you rank up, you gain additional points, and this is how you quantified power. They're finally, you know, getting it to where you don't have to do that anymore. You really, computers is what I've always wanted, was the computer game. The computer takes care of that for you. So you as a player can actually explore and do whatever you want. The problem is that we've been so locked into design content that it's really been a big hindrance. You know, most big companies now, they just, you know, want to make a game that's going to make them money. They're not too interested in exploring things that will enhance gameplay unless it's going to give them more money. I've made this channel to kind of, that's the whole profit thing, was to kind of bring about some awareness of just state of games in general. But I started this journey about 6 years ago. Went to game design school. Got my bachelor's in fine arts with a degree in 3D design and animation. Really wanting to showcase what can be done. I played a lot of older games, and I just waited for graphics to get better. It was a weird side effect. Graphics got better as the gold rush for making things look prettier. You know, new kinds of texture mapping and lighting and shading. And computers got better, but as a side effect, gameplay went down. and it's been going on for so long that people seem to think that that's just the way things have always been. And it really kind of shocked me. And I've watched some of the other videos on commenting on Guild Wars, and people are, it was almost alien to them to see some of the stuff that you could do. Most of them didn't even want to bother with the PvE content. They still seem to think WoW is king, and I disagree. Oh man, and I'll talk about that later in another video. Probably going to get flamed on it for this, but I was enjoying the PvE content. In fact, because of my frapsing issues, I stayed mostly in PvE content. I know a lot of people were going to showcase PvP, so I was like, alright, well, I'll showcase other stuff. I went ahead and made, I think, 4 different characters. I made a Guardian, Warrior, a Necromancer, and what was my 4th one? Elementalist. And so those are the ones they were able to, I grind up all the weapon skills for them, so I can showcase you those for those, and they'll be in other videos. But this is right now finishing up my Norn Guardian here. I spent a lot of time on him, and I was just amazed that Fraps actually recorded this decently, because I was just not having it. This is when everybody was trying to log on. I should have waited for everybody to go to bed, but I got some decent footage. Anyway, back to what I was talking about earlier with the PvE content. I did a lot of heart missions. Of course, I started doing the storyline missions, and those were really, really incredible. Just, I started getting some pretty nice gear from it, and really was impressed with some of the stuff that I was getting. And it was much more different than Guild Wars 1. You can definitely see influences of other mainstream games, including World of Warcraft. They have to, because this is what players are accustomed to now. But WoW was so popular back in the day when it first started. I got to be an alpha tester of WoW. As much as it pains me to say, that's when I believed World of Warcraft was good. I did not know it was going to turn into a grind fest for gear. Playing Dark Age of Camelot, the whole idea was conquering keeps and defending your realm. And you got new loot to help you. But when Trials of Atlantis came out, that was such a grind to get artifacts and level up the artifacts. If you hadn't, then you had to have them, because when you went into PvP, if you did not have your entire character geared out in multiple artifacts, you just could not compete. Literally one guy could just walk an entire group, and it really kind of tanked the game. By that time, WoW was coming out, and it was so unique. You hadn't seen anything like it, and that's why it still remains strong to this day. Anybody who tries to copy it doesn't do very well, because it's not a unique idea. Might as well play WoW. Why would you want to copy it? Why would you want to play a lesser copy that doesn't have the amount of detail that went into the beta of WoW was just astounding. Being in part of it, constantly being asked, what are you doing? Are you having fun? It was the amount of love and care that went into the initial creation of the game, far-fetched from what it is today, mirrors here in Guild Wars 2. I saw it, and I was like, yes, finally, almost 10 years later, I'm finally getting something. It's not the game of all games. Is it a WoW killer? Nothing will kill WoW. They've made it really easy for anybody to play. And you really don't want it to kill WoW, just because you want more players coming in. What I do want, though, is a more advanced kind of gameplay. I really, there's a ton of guys and gals just like me, we grew up in the generation of gaming, and I really want something more. Alright, here's my Guardian intro. I'll shut up now.
I am Norn, hunter of the wild, born of the free and rugged Shiver Peak Mountains. In the far north, my people fought our greatest enemy, Jorman, a dragon of frost and snow. The dragon broke our pride, but it did not break our spirit. In our last hour, we heard the voices of 4 of the spirits of the wild. bear, raven, snow leopard, wolf. They called us south, away from certain annihilation. We founded the Great Lodge of Holbreck and claimed new hunting grounds. Some say we should not fight Jormag. I say the greatest risk is to wager nothing at all. One day a hero will lead us home. We will break the dragon's icy grip. Victory, like any prey, must be hunted. I trust my instincts, the voice of my soul, to guide the way. Like my ancestors before me, I seek glory. One day, I will take my place among the heroes of the Norn. The spirits of the wild whisper their secrets to my heart. I trust in fate and follow where instinct guides me, and it has never led me wrong. I am still untested, but already my deeds have earned me friendship and great respect. Each year, a great hunt is called in Holbreak. Only the best among us are invited to participate. With bravery and a little good fortune, I will collect trophies to prove my worth. Then, I will drink and boast of my victories. I accept this challenge. I relish it. Come danger, come adventure. In the lodges and halls of my people, fortune and the spirits will smile upon my legend. This is my story.
Alright, there you go. That was the Norn intro with my specific choices that I made. And just to kind of recap on what I want to do here, I made 4 characters. I made a Guardian, a Char Warrior, another Norn Elementalist, and a Norn Mesmer. I really like the Norn stuff. I just kind of focused on that area. The human area was just way too populated, as well as the Char. And I kind of like this area myself anyway. So you're going to see a lot of gameplay. I chose a lot of people did PvP stuff. I wanted to showcase more of the PvE content, even though I'm a huge PvPer. I loved the skill point system. I think I'm going to do a series on getting different skill points. Those actual blue chevrons on the map, as you'll see, you can actually go to them. And there's events you got to complete, either killing a monster or it's usually killing a monster, different kinds of stuff. And so I'm sure there's all kinds. Some just require you to talk to somebody. There's different kinds, and so I want to showcase those as well. I'm going to have a lot more stuff coming. I really want this to be a really nice Guild Wars 2 channel. We'll show alternate content, whatever you want to see. If you want to see something else, let me know, and I'll try to add it when the new events come around. So I might have some Thief and Mesmer content as well. I know a lot of people were just swearing by how powerful the Thief class was. I disagree. This Guardian here, I took on 2 different Thieves in the Battleground. I didn't record them, but I easily, just because of my healing ability, I was able to beat them, but of course they would just stealth away. Didn't have the correct weapon set. I could have, done my AoE fire and knocked me back out of stealth, but it wasn't to be. So, anyway, beta is beta. Don't worry about it too much. Things will turn up here as the game progresses. You're going to see a lot of stuff getting polished, getting better, and I'm going to showcase as much as I can. I definitely want to show off some world versus world content. There's a lot of stuff already out there. I want to do my point of view. I love siege equipment, so I'm really going to do something on that kind of stuff. As well as I might do some crafting. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching the Sarcastic Prophet, and I'll see you in the next video.